Hey guys, what's up? Diana here from Memories That Stick. Welcome back to my channel. This week we are planning January 24th through the 30th, and I'm super excited about this week because of this really pretty kit. This kit is from Jax Pepper. It's called Scandinavian Winter, and I love the dark blues in this kit, and the simple, elegant little twinkle foil is really pretty in silver foil. And yeah, I'm just really excited to use this kit. As I may have mentioned before, I got a mink, which is a foiler type thing, and I've been going nuts creating things. Then I also want to mention that I went and found the art that Jax Pepper used for this kit. I don't recommend you do this unless you're a psychopath, but I just wanted some more of the elements. I thought the art was so pretty, and so yeah, I just made some for myself. I'm going to be pulling in a bunch of stuff. I already started on my date header deco, but I'm going to be rotating it and doing something different for each day of the week. Do you like my dinosaur claws? I used these cute little dainty scallop headers from Sadie Stickers to put on the washi, and I like that idea. I'm probably going to keep that. But other than that, I'm just going to play. I don't really know what I'm going to do for the monthly section yet. Like I said, I did print some things out. I also created these snowflake circles, so I may use these. Those look really weird, so I may use these. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. So if you would like to see me plan with this kit for this week, please keep watching. So after filming the introduction, I actually went back and created more stickers using the artwork from the kit that I had found, and I really like how it turned out. I just added a few more elements, and I basically redo everything that I had put down right here, which you'll see me pull up everything in just a minute. I actually end up pulling up the headers because I realized with the new stickers that I created, I couldn't have the date cover and the header and all the deco that I wanted. So I just removed the header and then moved the date cover down so that it was on top of that bottom line, if that makes sense. You'll see it happen in just a minute. And then when you'll see me put down my full boxes, instead of putting them down on the first line of the full box, I end up putting it on the second line to give more space, or the idea of more space between the top half and the bottom half. By the way, if you've never foiled anything, pulling off the foil is so satisfying. So I put it in the video, but you can't hear it, but part of it being satisfying is hearing it just peel off. I don't know, just very satisfying thing. So I'm unsure if I like the whole spread in general or if I just like the date cover area. I go back and forth. I really enjoyed making all the little scenes for the date cover deco, but I'm not sure I did a good job in pulling everything together in the spread. That's something you guys can let me know in the comment section if there's anything you would have done differently or something that you may have done more of or less of to make it seem more cohesive. I always notice with Jax Pepper kits, I always love the kits, but I always feel like I do a disservice to the kit because I, for some reason, can never make the spread as cohesive as I want. And I don't know if that's because a lot of the boxes have similar artwork or there are not a lot of colors in the kit. I'm just not sure what it is. And that's nothing against Jax Pepper. Obviously, I love her kits, but it's just how I put them down never seems to work for me. So I'm going to put some music on while I go through the rest of the base, and I will be back when we start the day by day. Alright, so for Monday, you'll see me pull out some little deco pieces from my stash to see what might work with the kit, and I always pull out these hexagons from Sadie's stickers because they always seem to have the color I need. That never really happens, but for whatever reason, these hexagons always have the perfect color. So I just used one of those to mark that we had snow flurries this day. Nothing like the snowstorm we had at the end of the week, but we still had flurries. I used a third box to mark that I did my Hoponichi Cousins spread with an icon from By Thaowie. Then I was just figuring out the work situation for the week. I like to mark work the same way throughout the week so it looks cohesive. This week I used a piece of washi from the kit, a laptop from Planning Like a Pro, and a work script from Planner Choco. On Monday afternoon, I used a little bush piece of deco to mark that I made Valentine's Day florals for my Valentine's Day spread. I used a third box to mark that I filmed with an icon from By Thaowie, and then I used a little rose from the Crafty Planner, I believe, to mark the Bachelor was on Monday night. On Tuesday, I had a very big laundry day, so I used a White Deer stationery doodle and a little bow I made to mark that. Then I pulled in a little piece of snowflake deco that I had made. I had an extra dot there, so I cut that off. Then I used a fancy box from the kit and a bush. I hate saying bush, but that's what they are, like bush piece of deco to mark that I had a meeting. And then I used a By Thaowie laptop to mark that meeting, along with a arrow from Sadie stickers. Tuesday was the day of meetings. Tuesday is always the day of meetings. So I marked another meeting down there with a piece of washi and then a laptop from Planning Like a Pro. Then I used a quarter box to mark that I had a call with my boss and a phone foiled icon from Planning World. Then I used another one of those hexagons to mark that I was on the phone with Sean. And then I used a little icon from Paper Co. to mark that I set up Notion. I used Notion for all of 2 days, and then I did not use it anymore. So it was a solid effort. On Wednesday, I used yoga pants from a shop that's no longer, or is she open? I always get this wrong, so I'll leave the name in the description box below. And then I used a little snowflake to mark that I slept in. I marked work the same day, same way that I did on Monday and Tuesday. Then I had another meeting, so I used a phone doodle from White Deer Stationery to mark that. On Wednesday afternoon, I used a quarter box to mark that I had to run and pick up a prescription. Oh, we're not there yet. First, I marked a half box and a piece of snow deco that I made along with a doodle from White Deer Stationery to mark that me and John made flatbreads this night. And now we'll mark picking up the prescription. I used an icon from Paper Co. Then I just tidied up a bit and I used an icon from By Thaowie to mark that. On Thursday, I used a third box. Nope, we're not there yet. I end up actually pulling this all up because I hated the way I wrote snowstorm. But I think other than that, the area around it stays the same. So back to Thursday. I don't know why I jump around like that, but back to Thursday, I used, like I said, a third box in the kit and a doodle from White Deer Stationery to mark that I went on a grocery run. I ran to my parents' house because I didn't have a shovel, so I needed a shovel considering the amount of snow we were planning on getting. Then I went to 2 different auto stores to try to find a wiper blade for the back of my car, like my rear windshield wiper blade. I don't know why I was doing this when I have a boyfriend and a father, but I digress. Then on the Thursday afternoon, I went to therapy. I used an icon from By Thaowie to mark that. I picked up Moe's for lunch, and I used a doodle icon from White Deer Stationery to mark that. Then I just used a quarter box. This was very out of order, but I used a quarter box to mark a result I got back from work. On Friday, I marked work the same way. Then I used a hexagon again from Sadie's Stickers to mark that I was drawing on Procreate. Then I went and changed the rear blade on my windshields, which I have to say I was pretty impressed with. I changed the rear blade, the wiper blade, and then I also put Rain-X or like snow de-icer or something in my washer fluid. So like I felt like such a badass, like popping the hood on my own and like, unscrewing the cap and filling up the washer fluid. It's like the most basic thing you could do on your car, but I felt like a G. So anyway, on the top of Friday, I marked that me and John had Domino's delivery, and then I used the half box to mark that we played Trouble, and then I drank all the whiskey. All 3 of those I used an icon from By Thaowie to mark all of them. So here, like I said, I changed up this area. I just switched out the box from the kit and added a box from the Giving Girl, one of the Bowstrong boxes that I absolutely love. We actually got 1.5 feet of snow, and I let this take up a large portion of Saturday because when you get older, all you do is like stare out the window and go, oh wow, look at all the snow we're getting. Oh wow, it's still coming down. Like every 10 minutes, me and John were like, oh wow, look at it out there. I also used a hexagon again to mark that I was a little hungover from all the whiskey the night before. I guess I jumped around again. Yes, a half box on the top of Saturday to mark that we played Sorry. And then I marked with a leash from Rose and Tea Shop that Sean attempted to walk Gus, and it was really funny because he literally walked out the door, took 2 steps, and then peed right there on the Gus, not Sean, peed right on the, like right in the doorway, essentially. So he's not a dumb dog. Like he looked at it outside and he's like, absolutely not. I'm not doing any of that. Then on a Sunday, we woke up. It had finally stopped snowing, so Sean went outside and shoveled, which was incredible because it was a lot of snow. So he shoveled out my car and his car. While he did that, I made breakfast for us, and then I skipped down to Sunday evening where I mark with a doodle icon from White Deer Stationery that we had appetizers and we watched football. I marked both games. The first game, like I said, using a White Deer Stationery doodle, and then the second game with a By Thaowie icon. Then I used an icon from Rose and Tea Shop to mark that I worked on my temperature blanket, and then I went back up and marked that I vacuumed, and this all took place while Sean was outside shoveling. And here is the completed spread and the Viv Wiggle. Let me know if you guys like how this turned out. I personally love the blue with the silver foil, but I want to hear your opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you back next week. Bye!